welcome back to the English class. Today let's study a new story, The Greedy Toy Clown. Page number 117, The Greedy Toy Clown. Okay, so before moving on to the story, there is a warm-up activities given. Page number 117. That is a picture is given here. Okay, pictures are given here. So 4 pictures are there. And do you like doing things together or alone or with your friends? What would you like? Some would like to play alone. Some others like to play together with their friends, isn't it? So what would you like? Do you like to doing things alone or with your friends? So see the pictures. We can see some children reading together, sharing their snacks, eatables, then playing together. So is sharing a good quality? Yes, of course. Sharing is a good quality. So as students, you have to learn to share things among yourself, among your friends, with your friends. Okay, so sharing is a good quality. And do you like eating your snacks alone or with your friends? Okay, and enjoying together, playing together, studying together. Then what else? Sharing your eatables with your friends, etc. So sharing is a good quality. So you have to learn that quality, sharing. Okay. So here we are going to study the story of a greedy toy clown. Greedy means who's a greedy person? He's very greedy. Means what? He wants to have everything by himself. Some people are like that, greedy people. Okay, so here we are going to study the story of a greedy toy clown. It's a toy, about a toy. Clown means what? Clown. It's a joker. Clown means joker. The picture is given here. Kanda. This is the picture of a clown. So shall we start? So what do toys do when everyone else goes to sleep? Do they talk and play with one another, or are they naughty and fight with one another? So read this story to find out. So have you ever imagined what do your toys do when you go to sleep? We have many toys at home. When we go to sleep, have you ever thought about these toys? What would they do? So do they talk and play with one another, or do they fight with one another? So let us find out what this toys will do when all others go to sleep. Okay, so once there was a toy clown. He lived in the nursery cupboard with all the other toys. But nobody liked him very much, for he was very greedy. Okay, so this story is about a toy clown. Toy clown. So toy, it is a clown. It's like a joker. And where did he live? He lived in the nursery cupboard. Nursery means a room at home for children to play. That is full of toys. Toys will be there. Okay, so this toy clown what lived in the nursery cupboard. With whom? With all other toys. There were a lot of toys there. So this toy clown lived with all other toys. But nobody liked him very much. But the problem is that no other toys, nobody liked this toy clown at all. For he was very greedy. You know why? Because this toy clown is very greedy. Greedy means one who wants to have everything by himself. So other toys didn't like this toy clown at all. So once there was a toy clown, and he lived in the nursery cupboard and with all other toys, but no other toys like this clown toy, clown toy, because he was very greedy. Okay. If ever Toys had a tea party, he was sure to eat most of the cakes. And once he even put some sandwiches in his pocket when he thought no one was looking. He meant to eat them all by himself in the night. So here we get what an example how this toy clown stole a sandwich once, isn't it? Is example of his greediness. If ever the toys had a tea party, whenever they had a tea party, he was sure to eat most of the cake. So who will eat most of the cakes? This greedy toy clown will eat most of the cakes. And once, you know what happened? He even put some sandwiches in his cake. So he ate most of the cakes. And after that, there was some sandwich there. You know what did he do? He put some sandwiches in his pocket when he thought no one was looking. So he thought nobody was seeing all these things. So after eating most of the cakes, he put some sandwiches also in his pocket. He stole some sandwiches there and put it in his pocket. Why? He meant to eat them all by himself in the night. He wanted to eat all in the night. So from this we can understand how greedy this toy clown is. Okay. He was very proud of his blue trousers and red coat, and proudest of all of a lovely glittering brooch that Anne had given him out of a Christmas cracker. Now he's about his costume. This toy clown, he wears what a blue trouser and a red coat. Red coat we can see here. Okay, blue trouser and red coat, and also he the most proudest thing is that he has a brooch. Okay, what he has a brooch. Here we can see this one brooch kando. Brooch. This is the brooch. ഒരു പിന്ന് കണ്ടോ എ പീസ് ഓഫ് ജുവലറി വിത്ത് പിൻ ടു ഫാസ്റ്റൺ ടു ക്ലോത്ത്സ് ക്ലോത്ത്സിലൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഫിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു സാധനമാണ് ബ്രൂച്ച് വി ക്യാൻ സീ ദറ്റ് ബ്രൂച്ച് ഹിയർ ദിസ് വൺ ദിസ് ഇസ് നോ ദിസ് ഇസ് ബ്രൂച്ച് ഈ വൈറ്റ് കളർ okay so that is the most proudest of all. It is his brooch. He has a brooch. And who gave this brooch? Anne had given him. Where did she get this brooch? Out of a Christmas cracker. So once she got a Christmas cracker. Christmas cracker means actually it's a festive table decoration, a small decoration that opens with a sound and contains a small gift. That is Christmas cracker. So once Anne got a Christmas cracker, and out of that Christmas cracker she got a brooch, and she gave that brooch to this toy clown. So that is the proudest of all. What a lovely glittering shining brooch. And Anne, then who's Anne? Anne was the little girl the toy belonged to. So all these toys belong to this girl named Anne. Okay. And they liked her very much. So all the toys liked Anne very much because she played every day with them and was gentle and kind. So they why did they like this girl very much? Because all day she played with these toys, and also she is a kind girl, she is a gentle girl, a loving girl. She loved these toys very much. Okay, that is why she gave that glittering brooch to this toy clown when she got it out of a Christmas cracker. So all these toys belong to a girl named Anne. She is a gentle girl, she is a kind girl, she loved all these toys very much. Toys also loved her because all time, every day, this girl played with them. And she is very kind also. Then one day Anne had a lovely present given to her. It was a proper little stove. It had an oven inside and saucepans and kettles on top. You could really light it and cook with it, and loved it and cooked little puddings for herself of biscuits and sugar. Okay, one day, what did this Anne get? He got a lovely present, lovely gift. Somebody gave a lovely gift to her. And what was that lovely gift? It was a little stove. Stove അറിയാലോ നമുക്ക് കിച്ചണിലുള്ള stove. And it had an oven inside. It is not oven, it's oven. Okay. So it had an oven inside and also saucepans and kettles on top. It's a special kind of beautiful stuff having an oven inside, saucepan and kettle. Saucepans on a cooking pan with handles. Okay, and a kettle for boiling water, in which contains what it's a container, like a container in which we can boil water. Kettle. So this small stove contains an oven inside, a saucepan and kettles on top. So very beautiful stuff, and you could really light it. So we can light light this stove, light കത്തിക്കാൻ പറ്റും, and cook with it. Using this we can cook it. And she's a small girl. She loved it very much, and she used this stove for cooking what little puddings. Whenever she want pudding, she cook in it. Okay, she puddings for herself of biscuits, and using biscuits and sugar she used to cook pudding with this stove. Okay, now when everything was dark and still one night, the clown awoke and stretched himself. He was hungry. He was hungry. He remembered the little stove. What fun if he could creep out and cook himself a meal on it. None of the other toys were about. Anne had been playing with them such a lot that day that they were all feeling too tired to stir out of the cupboard. Okay, so one day, what happened? One dark, still night. Still means silent, because all others were sleeping. So everything was dark, everywhere darkness surrounded, and still also silent. At that time, what happened? The clown awoke. He woke up from his sleep and stretched himself. So when we woke up from our sleep, we also stretch our legs, hands, body, etc. Like കൈയും കാലൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ വലിച്ച് നീട്ടാറുണ്ട്. So similarly, this toy clown also stretched himself. Then he felt hunger. He was hungry. വിശപ്പ്. He remembered. So at that time, suddenly he remembered Anne's stove. And what fun if he could creep out and cook himself a meal on it. So suddenly an idea came to his mind. He was thinking of to creep out from the cupboard and cook himself a meal on it, on that stove. So that was what he suddenly decided to prepare a meal. So none if the toys were around, nobody, about means around, nobody was around him, because all others were sleeping. All of them were tired. Why why they are tired? Anne had been playing with them such a lot that day. So they played for a long time on that day. That's why all other toys were very much tired. And to stare me come out, they couldn't come out of the cupboard because they were very much tired. So he was sure that nobody will come with him. Okay, so the clown tiptoed out alone. Tiptoed means walk silently, quietly, without making any noise. So the clown tiptoed out alone. So he got out of the cupboard silently. ഒരു സൗണ്ടൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാക്കാതെ കബോർഡിൽ നിന്ന് പതുക്കെ താഴെ ഇറങ്ങി. He went to the little gas stove and looked at it. So now he reached near the gas stove and he is looking at it. How lovely it was. He was sure he could cook with it. So he saw the little stove and he liked it very much because it was so lovely. He was sure he could cook with it. He was confident that he can cook with it. But what could he cook? He no idea about what meal he has to prepare. എന്തുണ്ടാക്കണമെന്ന് അറിയില്ല. He looked around. He couldn't really see anything to cook for his summer. So there was nothing there to cook for his supper. He was looking around and then he suddenly saw the little toy sweet shop that Anne had. So this little girl, Anne, had a toy shop, a sweet toy uh, toy sweet shop. Okay, that is a shop containing a lot of toys, some toys. There were little bottles of sweets in it. So what were there? Little bottles of sweets, ചെറിയ ചെറിയ ബോട്ടിലെ സ്വീറ്റ്സ് ഒക്കെ വെച്ചിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഷോപ്പാണത്. And packets of chocolates and lozenges. So he saw a lot of chocolates and what packets of chocolates and lozenges. Lozenges means it's a type of sweet. മിഠായി പോലെ ഇരിക്കും ലോസെഞ്ചൽസ്. He would take some of those and cook them. So he decided to took some of the chocolates and lozenges and cook something out of this. ഇത് വെച്ച് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടാക്കാനായിട്ട് തീരുമാനിച്ചു. So he went to the shop, toy shop, opened the door and went behind the counter because he is going to steal those things from that toy shop. That is why he went behind the counter. He went behind the counter. It's a phrase. He is going to steal those things from the shop. Wasn't it naughty of him? So he was very much naughty. Otherwise, he will not go there and steal things. And he took some sweets out of a bottle, a packet of chocolate, and shook some lozenges into his hand. What a fine meal he would cook with all those mixed in a saucepan together. So he thought himself, so what a fine meal I am going to prepare using this chocolate and lozenges. So what a fine meal he would cook with all those mixed in a. So when I mix all these things, when I mix these chocolates and lozenges in the saucepan together, I will get a wonderful meal, a fine supper. നല്ല ഒരു ഡിഷ് എനിക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കാനായിട്ട് പറ്റും. He tiptoed back to the stove and emptied the sweets into the saucepan. So there was a saucepan there on the top of the stove, and what did he do? He put all these chocolates and lozenges into a saucepan. He took it to a doll's house, turned on the bathroom tap there. So there was a doll's house there, and or bathroom. So what was there in front of this a doll's house? There was a bathroom tap. So he opened that tap and half filled the saucepan with water. He took he half filled saucepan പകുതി വെള്ളം നിറച്ചു. Saucepan with water. That was to cook the sweets in. For cooking sweets in. He thought it would make a lovely sweet pudding. So he using all these things, he is going to prepare what? A lovely sweet pudding. Okay. So this toy clown, he went to the shop, he took some chocolates and lozenges and put all these things into the saucepan, and again he went to the doll's house because there was a tap there, and he half filled the saucepan with water. Then he he's going to cook the sweets in it, and he thought he would make a sweet pudding. Then he found some matches in a box by the fireplace and lit the stove. So to lit stove, he needs some matchbox, isn't it? Lighter, matchbox. So he found what this matches in a box by the fireplace. He got matches, and the flame shot up, and he put the saucepan over it. He shot the flame and put the saucepan over it. Now his dinner would cook. So he thought, yes, I would cook my dinner. Then what happened? The clown was pleased with himself. The clown was pleased with himself. Ahaha, would have a fine meal while all the other toys were. He is ridiculing other toys. When all those stupid toys were sleeping, I am going to have a sweet pudding, fine meal. And he was pleased with himself, was satisfied with himself, was proud of himself. സ്വയം ഒരു അഭിമാനം തോന്നി. And the saucepan was nearly boiling. So saucepan with half-filled water started boiling. His supper would soon be ready. How good it smelled. So he started getting the sweet smell from the saucepan because it is started boiling. വെള്ളം തിളച്ചു തുടങ്ങി, നല്ല മണമൊക്കെ വരാനായിട്ട് തുടങ്ങി. How good it smelled. He did a little dance around the stove. He was so happy because he is going to eat a sweet pudding, a fine meal. So he was so happy. When all other toys were sleeping, this toy clown alone is going to eat a sweet pudding. So he was so happy. He was dancing. Actually, the clown was pleased with himself, and he did a little dance around the stove. Around the stove, this toy clown started dancing. He did a little dance around the stove. And then a dreadful thing happened, a terrible thing. So while he was dancing around the stove, what happened? A dreadful thing happened, a fearful, a terrible thing happened. His sleeves caught the handle of a saucepan and over it went. While dancing, his sleeve caught the handle of the saucepan. Sleeves, dress, cotton sleeves ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, അത് എന്ത് പറ്റി? Caught the handle of a saucepan കയറി ഇങ്ങനെ ചുറ്റി. And over it went. Fell off the stove. And it fell off the saucepan, fell off the stove. Saucepan എല്ലാം കൂടെ വന്ന് താഴെ വീണു. Splish splash, the boiling water shot out and some of it fell on the clown's leg. Goodness, how he squealed. That terrible thing happened. The saucepan fell on the floor and the boiling water, it came out of the saucepan, and some water fell on the clown's, boiled water fell on the clown's legs. കാലിലും തിളച്ച വെള്ളം വീണു. Goodness, how he squealed. So when this boiled water fell on his legs, he started squealing. He cried out loudly, burned his legs. So his shrieks woke up all the other toys. So all the other toys heard his loud cries, shrieks, screams, അലറി വിളിക്കുകയാണ്. They came pouring out of the cupboard, wondering whatever the matter was. So they, all of them, came out together from the cupboard. All the toys came out together from the cupboard and wondering what the matter was. They wondered what happened there. When they saw the clown holding his legs and discovered the spilled saucepan with all the sticky mess on the carpet, they guessed what he had been doing. So when they reached near the stove and they saw this toy clown holding his legs, കാലിങ്ങനെ പിടിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നിൽക്കുകയാണ്, പൊള്ളിയ കാല്. And also they discovered the spilled saucepan എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ saucepan തൂകി വീണ saucepan, spilled milk, spilled saucepan with all the sticky mess, chocolate, lozenges, that is why sticky mess on the carpet. They guessed. Now they understood what had happened there in the kitchen. Okay. So it serves you right, said the teddy bear. So teddy bear, it serves you right, said the teddy bear. You are far too sly and greedy. How dare you take sweets from the shop and use ants' stove? So this teddy bear told, it serves you right. It serves you right. What is the meaning of it serves you right? You got the exact punishment. You deserve this punishment. അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ വേണം. It serves you right, said the teddy bear. So what did the teddy bear said? It serves him right. You are far too sly and greedy. Sly means you're so cunning, you're so greedy. That's why you came here and took Anne's sweets and Anne's stuff. That's why you came here. So it serves you right. You deserve this punishment because you are so sly, because you are so greedy. That's why you took Anne's sweets and stuff. Okay, shall we stop now? I will continue in the next class. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day.